Hello, and welcome to Show of Hands Hangout number 31. I think you probably recognize everyone, but have everyone quick introduce yourself, say who you are on the app, what you want us to call you, and how many shoes you can see from where you're sitting.
Shoes?
Yep. Start with Paul.
I'm Kyle, Mr. Gazing on the app, and I can see no shoes from where I am.
Are you drinking today?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you barefoot?
Really?
What?
Are you barefoot?
No, I have socks on, actually.
Oh, well, they're not shoes. You're right. All right.
Mm.
You're up, Mr. Beardman.
I am. Are you one you see on the app? You call me Are you? Or whatever. I can see counting my slippers that I'm wearing currently. One pair of tennis shoes over yonder, and that's all.
And Shadow.
FATSHADOW on the app, and I can see the two shoes on my feet right now. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, what am I doing?
You
I am mommapomba on the app, and I can see lots of shoes, but that's not fair because I can see into the closet where I keep my shoes. So, yeah, that's why I see all of my shoes everywhere. Not because I have a lot of them.
It was not meant to be a pointed question.
I should have a suit.
And I'm Firefly5 on the app, or Guyton, or whatever. And I can see two full pairs of shoes and three odd shoes that are not paired. Because I can see into the closet too, but not at the same angle.
What about your shoes?
And a pair of running shoes. But that's that. Ready to start?
Oh, we already did start.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Ready to start with these things?
Oh, sure.
All right. We have one question from Facepalm. And it says, regarding tea, hot versus iced, sugar, lemon, milk, straight up. And you're up, Shadow.
I usually stick to hot versus iced. I'm a bit of a tea fiend. I love it. I usually try not to put too much in it, so maybe a little bit of sugar sometimes. That's about it.
Are you a loose leaf type of guy, or are you a bag type of guy?
I am primarily a bag type of guy, but I do have the little loose leaf cup.
The
to
tea
catch
ball?
all the. Yeah, I got one of them. I drink that probably more than anything. Tea and coffee. So, you know, I got all the little stupid accessories.
Would you call yourself a teabagger?
I am, in fact, a tea bagger.
Okay, just curious.
Interesting. Beardman, are you eating something?
Triscuits.
Ah, very nice.
Toasted coconut and sea salt.
This show brought to you by...
Yeah, Triscuit.
And polar pomegranate seltzer.
What's that?
This is what I like to call hipster sweat, which is just carbonated water with flavoring. And then my Triscuits. Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry, so that's why I was just asking. Well, I'm always.
You're also really wet.
What?
You're also really wet.
Yeah, I did shower. I just got back from the gym, so I thought that it could either be like clean wet or it could be sweat. Because I started sweating recently, and I don't know if I like it.
Well, I don't think it's something you can turn off, so it looks like you're kind of screwed.
Well, I used to only sweat out my nose, but now I'm like sweating out of other places. I think places you're supposed to sweat, but I never did before, and I'm not pleased.
Must be menopause.
Hmm?
I said it must be menopause.
I know it. Okay, so Beard, are you hot tea, cold tea? gussy it up or straight up?
I drink iced tea. I like iced tea, unsweetened iced tea, or just iced tea. I guess calling it unsweetened is kind of retarded. Because tea in its natural form is Anyway, but if I'm drinking hot tea, there's only one hot tea I enjoy, and that's Good Earth sweet and spicy tea. That stuff is delicious. Other than that, always iced tea.
Our picture is squashed.
I see that.
I don't know if it shows through or not, but it's squashed on our screen.
Does this camera make me look fat? Sorry. What about you? How do you like your tea?
I like tea.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I like tea a lot of different ways, but I like leaf tea, and I like lemon-ish varieties. We had a lemon ginger one for a while that was really good, but then, we ran out, and it was
really expensive. I couldn't believe how expensive it was. It was from some fancy shop in Chicago. One of our friends gave it to us with the tea baller. It was.
We were like, hey, this is fantastic, except now you essentially just hooked us on something and then took away the source.
Well, it's not like we would pay that much for tea either.
Right.
Anyway. Cool.
So sad news.
Sid, Kyle?
I just like tea.
All tea?
Pretty much. I prefer lightly sweetened, regardless of whether it's hot or cold. And other than that, I have no real preference.
Okay. Very nice. That's fun.
Let's see. You've spent years working as a firefighter. One night in your apartment building, a fire breaks out and your child is trapped. You have a 75% chance of saving your child or a 100% chance of saving at least 5 residents. What do you do?
Well, I'm sorry for the rest of the residents in my building, but they're just going to have to figure it out. It might be a not very totalitarian thing to say, but I kind of like my children on the majority of days. So, yeah, that's what I would be doing. I'd be saving my child.
How about you, Kyle?
Kyle, I thought we talked about
every
having all
time
these
you're
kids.
Yeah, I know. Well, this again solves the problem. I'm getting rid of a kid and saving 5 others. So, always losing the kid somehow.
In our defense, every time that we gift you with a kid on this show, we give you an opportunity to get rid of a kid too.
Oh, I know. I appreciate that. More seriously. So, save my child or save 5 people?
Probably save your child or definitely save 5 people.
Why is it probably?
I didn't know it was your child. I thought the question was just a child.
Oh, it's your child.
Your child.
Oh, well,
You can pick which one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
you get to pick which. Oh, man.
Out of the situation, I think I would say the 5 people in this situation, realistically, I'd probably end up picking my child.
Yep. What about you, Shadow?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with my kid, even though he's a gigantic pain in the ass 90% of the day. I couldn't imagine the headache that I'm gonna get if I walk out of that building with 5 other residents and my wife's like, "Hey, where's the kid?" I'm like 75% chance.
That's a good point.
Are you saving one of your?
I'm gonna assume that the 3 oldest are at your house hanging out. And it's just Joni. Yeah, there's 5 people dying. Me and that girl leaving. And yeah, that's just the way it's gonna go.
What if it's not the 3 oldest at our house?
If it's any of them, I guess. But regardless of which one it was, that would be chosen over the 5 wonderful Nobel Prize winning people that may be alive. Sorry.
You're saving our kid, right?
I'm saving our kid. Yeah, I don't. I want to say no. I don't want to say anything. I'm saving our kid without any qualifiers at all. And realistically, if it was 20% chance, I'd still do it.
So I started watching Chicago Fire while I run because I thought it might be interesting, right? And some of those episodes are real like, ugh. So I'm like trying to run, right? And all this like really emotional stuff is going on. So speaking of you save your family, there's a guy that walked into the building and they found him and he had laid on top of his entire family to save them from everything. And of course he didn't make it, but his family did. And I'm just like, and people are just looking at me like I'm a crazy person on the treadmill, just like sobbing, trying to keep my crap together and not fall off my treadmill. But anyway, there's my story. It's hard to watch.
I would use that as an excuse to not go to the gym for the next 6 months.
You need an excuse.
Yeah.
I've been watching Orphan Black while running, and it's pretty intense. And every so often, I'll see people like the other day, 2 days ago, I saw the woman on the bike behind me craning her neck to watch my phone from behind, like around.
She wasn't watching your phone, honey.
Oh.
Shoot. This is also the guy who's like, oh, hey, I just ran 20 miles and some woman wanted to go out for drinks with me. I'm like, really? Really?
I wish I had that problem.
Yeah, and Julie, what you need to ask is she wealthy?
Right?
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, did you get free drinks?
Can I go?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Hey, you like how we're twinners today? We're both wearing our 20 liters clean water. There's our also brought to you by.
Whole series of advertisements today.
Yeah, no kidding.
Quick, let me get mine.
Yeah, get yours.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Today is brought to you by Johnny Walker Black.
Oh, I didn't know we were busting those out.
Well, my allergies have been kicking my ass lately, so it was like either get a bottle of water or find some alcoholic beverage.
Fair enough. You chose wisely.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I was speaking of running and watching things. I was running today on the treadmill and happened across some amateur MMA. If you ever want some encouragement to run, MMA is a thing to watch. Although I'm one of those people that convulsively moves when I think the guy should do something, and it's gonna get me killed. I end up falling off the treadmill because I'm like, get out of that, and it's gonna roll off. It's gonna be an unfortunate situation.
An MMA spectator with body English. That's awesome.
I feel lazy. I didn't run today. Or yesterday, or any day in the past month.
What do you do?
I didn't run.
Oh. Yeah, this is the first time I've run in months, Kyle, so I'm making it seem like if something happens regularly. It's not.
Okay, so I have a question, and this is totally off topic, but
We have topics?
after you've taken like a break from running and you start again, do you get like the itchies? Like my legs and my like stomach and my side, they itch so badly. I have to stop running because I just want to itch everything off, and I don't know why it is. It's always just the first time I go running after I haven't in a while.
No, what I have is a torn fascia in my lower tib area, and so the muscle pokes through the fascia almost like a hernia. And if I haven't run for a while, it gets really irritated. But once I've run for a while, I get used to it again. But initially, it's kind of a thing. Bad guy problems.
Weirdo. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
From Christian 1459, things you would say to your boss, but not your spouse.
Huh?
Things you
would say to your boss, but not to your spouse.
Yeah.
/ significant other of whatever variety you like.
I don't really have a boss.
Students.
Oh.
Kyle, go.
Kristen.
Honestly, I will just open up the poll and read some of the comments other people wrote. I can't think.
Yeah, I don't think I commented on that one either.
Shadow, you have anything?
I can tell you it would probably be a lot worse if I was talking to the boss as opposed to my wife. I could easily see me telling my boss to shut his mouth, or no, we're going to do it my way. But if I said that one time to my wife, she'd kick the shit right out of me.
Awesome. Awesome. You?
No, I don't know. My boss is something. I don't know.
Which one would be your boss?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it'd probably be Chris.
Awesome.
If anyone.
Wow, that was an interesting laugh.
You're telling all sorts of ridiculous things.
Okay, so we were trying to figure out who his boss would actually be. Would it be his advisor? Would it be the chair, like the department chair? Or would it be the lab coordinator? And the lab coordinator is like, I feel like he epitomizes everything you would think of in physics.
At the end of the day, whoever would be able to look at you and say, "You're done. You're out. You are done out."
I don't think anybody could tell you that.
I don't think so.
Really? Wow.
I'm remarkably safe.
What was that like?
I don't know. The head of my department, the chair, and being that he's an astrophysicist, of course, everyone calls him Captain Kirk. I don't know if he knows this, but it's pretty fun. To the point where I think I'm not the only person who's thought about getting a little, a name plaque that says Captain and hammering it up next to his name on the door. I think it would be fun.
Wait till you graduate.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a parting gift.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I would say to my boss that I wouldn't say to my significant other, because I work in a weird industry where I don't have the same liberties that Shadow has. So I can't think of anything. I'm pretty mum on my boss.
I don't think I would. I think my boss is, she's a woman, and she's lesbian, so maybe something to that effect, but I would never say to him. But I don't really see her very often, so, because I
I
don't
have a lot of ideas. Must have been involved. Never mind.
What is that? NF, not work safe? I don't know. Whatever. I'm having a rough day. Moving on.
It was a bad episode of Chicago Fire. She's still trying to get over it.
I actually watched the College World Series. So Michigan took down Florida today. Go Big Ten.
With great enthusiasm.
And there was much rejoicing. Yeah. I find it very interesting. I know that probably people watching college softball would rather poke themselves in the eye repeatedly, but I think it's fascinating.
One of those. I'm going to grab water. I'll be right back.
Hey, you want to grab some water for me, please?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. So here's a question from our beloved Era. What is the most conspiracy theory-ish thing you believe might actually be true? I know you're full of them, Beard Man, so...
Something that has to do with you being from Lord of the Rings.
Has to be what?
With him being from Lord of the Rings.
That is a deep secret. Nobody knows that. Now they do.
Now they do. Now you must die.
No, I must die. No, somebody must die. Not me.
Yeah, not you.
Not much try to take my chicken wings away.
Chicken wings.
Conspiracy theory that I think is likely true. Is that what the question is, essentially?
Yeah, a conspiracy theory-ish thing that you might actually be true. Like, we never landed on the moon, or, I don't know what. I don't know what other conspiracy theories are.
That's a good one. The moon one is. Not that I don't think that we never did, but I wonder if the timing was the same. Anyway.
Are you being serious?
Huh?
Are you being serious?
Well, not completely serious. This is about conspiracy theories. The question is which of the crazy conspiracy theories do we think could be possibly the most true? Not that we are in line with this thinking. So, in that, the moon landing one is a good one in the sense that if you think about the year that we landed on the moon and all the things it took to do that, it's pretty remarkable. And everybody got their reasons why we never gone back. It's not practical, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't seem very likely. Guys cross the ocean in deadlier situations just to get somewhere, and the moon would still be a pretty awesome place to have stuff. Anyway, but no, that's not mine. I would probably say that...
Are you saying like maybe they faked the moon landing but later went back and did it?
Yeah, in another Apollo journey, they went back and did it.
Yeah, they had to beat the Russians.
Yeah. There's good evidence on both sides. If you asked me to push a button, I'd say we did it, but I could see where people argue it. But mine would probably be that renewable energy hasn't actually been discovered because the industry does not want it discovered. Not yet. So that's probably my most realistic conspiracy theory.
Interesting. What about you, Fat? I feel like you've got a...
I'm really not a conspiracy guy. Like I'm much more. I go for the simplest possible answer because that generally works out the best for me. But if I had to go for anything that just no matter how much I want to believe it, it stinks. I'm gonna go with the big one. It's JFK. I could believe every single piece of evidence that Oswald did it himself. The only thing that stinks to me that I can't shake is that friggin' bullet that they found that's magically pristine. Because I'm a gun guy, and I could throw a bullet against a wall, and it'll have more scuff marks. And that one supposedly went through like 5 different body parts.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the only thing. I think some asshole was just like, look, let's stick this next to it and say we found it.
Good one.
What about you, Kyle? Do you have any conspiracies?
No, I would just say the Illuminati just to be an asshole.
You be what?
I would say the Illuminati just for good times. But I don't actually have.
I have the biggest conspiracy theory of them all. That Cowboy and Rudoville are actually the same person.
Mm. Well, I mean, if you really like terrible human beings, that is a great one.
I've suggested once that maybe Cowboy is Tony's alt and he's just doing it to mess with everyone.
that would be hilarious.
If that were true, that would really piss me off to the point that I would probably just throw a fit and then just rage quit.
That would mean Tony's downvoting all my polls.
Yeah.
Right? Me too.
Womp, womp, womp.
World.
Oh,
That's funny.
do you have any good ones?
No, I don't. It's not something, no. No, I don't. I can't even, like, think of any off the top of my head right now. It's kind of bad.
How about fluorinated water? That one bug you? Did the commies do it?
Huh?
I saw a poll about that the other day, and people actually voted yes, and it made me really angry.
I admit I haven't given that. I don't know.
Well, you're big into water shortages. Is water shortages around the world, is that more of a conspiracy or because people can't actually access water?
I think it's because of our conversation we had the other day. That was really depressing.
Oh, because people are...
Conversation caused droughts.
No.
This one did.
Oh,
Very dry
My
conversation.
tear ducts because I was weeping. So I've been crying a lot lately.
more signs of menopause, Julie.
I know.
Itchy
Drying right
head,
up.
heat flashes. Yeah.
See, sweating in weird places, I guess that normal people sweat, crying a lot, eating everything. I don't know.
Either that or you're pregnant.
That's not happening. That's not funny, Kyle. Just like, oh, you're funny, you're hypothetical.
All of my illegitimate children, you can have.
Exactly. That you claim to not know about. Anyways, yeah, so I don't have any conspiracy theories. Yeah. So there's that. Madge posted a question, in the thing.
Oh yeah.
Madge.
I like your delayed moon landing thing. I think the timing on that's really, it's enough to make it somewhere within reason.
Right.
But I think my favorite thing to point out in I guess cases like this is there's a planet in our solar system entirely peopled by robots.
Mars. Yep.
I mean, it's Mars and we put them there, but
Yes, honey, I got that. Thank you.
I always
I am married to you.
You just spelled out that we put
No.
robots on Mars and I'm the jerk?
Yep.
I blame the menopause. Anyways.
No, go.
Okay. Madge asks, when or if you meet an internet person in real life, is it difficult to adjust to the real name? Do you forego it? Does it matter? Well, seeing how we already know Kyle's name, I don't think that's going to be a big issue.
Well, I've also met the most people, internet people.
So then, enlighten us with your experiences.
I actually, most recently, is the only time I've struggled with using someone's real name because I didn't know it until about 5 minutes before I was meeting the person. Okay, maybe an hour. I met Elucidate 2 Sundays ago.
Who did you
Elucidate,
Oh, yeah.
and I didn't know his name until he had texted me. He's like, "It's blank," and blah 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 blah. So other than that, I mean, I have no problem using people's first names because I usually know them well before I meet them.
So were you just like gonna meet up with him holding a red balloon if you didn't know what his name was?
Well, I was banking on there not being too many people because we went out to brunch with another friend of mine, and that was pretty much, I was hedging my bets. I messaged Susan R. to ask her, but he happened to tell me before she answered.
Do they know each other well?
They had met when he lived in Colorado.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
fun.
So,
I live in proximity of like 5 SOHers within a half hour, and I've never met any of them. I live like right by Christian. He like lives
what the hell, man?
there. Yeah.
I've met 11 people so far from
Wow.
around the country.
I know I have at least one that's like 20 minutes from here. It's the only one I know for sure.
Who's by you?
I think it's Cheer Mom. I want to say.
Oh, you're in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I'm right over the bridge from Philly.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, I met Aylin and Ima, and I honestly don't remember. I think I just called Aylin.
Are you serious?
I think so. I have this like.
I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't tell you her name, though.
I know what her name is.
I know,
It's
but
cool.
Because you told me what her name was.
By accident. It was a complete accident, and I've never done it since.
Super worried about is that, we'll be doing our show and I've met somebody and I'll be like, oh, hey, Francis. And I'll be like, that's not the. So. But I think, I don't know, I think I called Ima her real name. I think I called Stat though. Hey, Stat.
If somebody comes up to me in public and just says, "Hey, fat," I'm not going to necessarily think they're from Show of Hands.
I'm going to call you Shadow if I ever meet you.
I love it. That's funny. But
I need to work on my fat voice, because I'll totally just say Fat Shadow with that voice.
The people that for the most part, the people that I talk to from the app, outside of the app, I don't know. I guess I'm probably about 50-50 on it. And I think it's just a matter of how well I know them under their online name, even if I don't know their real name ahead of time or whatever. Sometimes it's easy to adjust, and sometimes it's not. This was Madge's question. Madge, I will probably always just think of you as Madge. For the most part, people that I talk to off the app still call me Fire. But it's also because my first name is pretty weird, and yeah, I don't know. I think it puts people in an awkward spot of having to pronounce it, so it's easier to have a word. That's my thought. So I grabbed some polls from users from a while ago, and there was a time where I was trying to actively find polls from users with very few followers, and it was really hard to pick up on. And I'm trying to do it more again, but it's so. In the meantime, I've got a question from a user that you may have heard of named Just Bob. It says, parents purchase a black market kidney to save their 10-year-old. Through some superb investigation skills, the police were able to find the victim whose kidney was stolen. He wants it back. You're the judge. Start with how are you?
Oh, nice, thanks. I'm the judge.
You're the judge.
Is it already in the kid?
What's up?
Is it in the
Already in the kid?
Already in the kid.
No. Nope. If dude's alive and he's functioning fine with one kidney, then leave him alone, let the children live, and then let him do a civil suit for money. Not press criminal charges. That's what I do. Oh, yeah.
What kind of jerkwad's like, I want my kidney back, it just saved a 10-year-old's life.
Kind of like the quandary of Solomon. You're like, man, I cut the baby in half. No, she can have it. There you go. Give it to her. That's a really dumbed down version of it, by the way.
Shadow.
I would probably have a discussion with the gentleman and explain to him that I am very sorry that he lost a kidney in such a nefarious way. He cannot have this one back. And if he pursues it, I'm going to rip the other one out of his body.
There you go. I thought someone would get there.
With a spoon.
I'd ask him how he lost it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What were you doing? How did you lose a kidney?
Drinking. Walk
Yeah.
off heaven gone, abandoned by your kidney. Bastards.
I know. Well, that's why I get two of them. Oh, man.
Have you had someone steal your kidney, so you needed the second one, or?
Just in case.
You know, in utero, you go through 3 sets of kidneys? Isn't that crazy?
I might have to look that up.
Are you doubting me?
3 sets of kidneys?
Well,
Right.
you go through 3 sets. I mean, like, you don't have 6 of them in there.
So you build kidneys, and then you get rid of kidneys, and then you build them again? Or do they transfer to different types of kidney function?
Perhaps. I just heard there's 3 different things.
All right, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I will ask the great and powerful Oz.
All right. Oh, and whatever you find, don't out me on air. Just tell me afterwards.
Unless you're right, and then you want me to tell you that.
Exactly.
You know, if I don't say anything after this, she was wrong.
I was wrong.
All right.
I was thinking about this, and I thought, you by not giving it back, you do essentially set up a system by precedent where somebody can more or less sell them, right? I mean, because you would, if I wanted to make that money, I could. Oh, someone stole this. Oh, look, you can't find but I'll take the money back because that's probably along the lines of how it go. But that said, and precedent or not, that kid's keeping that kidney. So, understanding that I'm probably opening up a pretty serious loophole for black market kidneys, I'd still rather do that than kill a kid.
I actually give kudos to the parents for knowing how or where to obtain said kidney because I'm not entirely sure I would know what to do. And those characters I'm sure that you would have to deal with to get it aren't probably, the most trustworthy, seeing how they just stole some dude's kidney, but
Maybe like a Robin Hood of body parts.
possible. Is possible? I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Just Bob Wood.
I would think, to kind of bounce off of Tyre's response, that if I was a judge and let's say, they want the kidney back, and I'm like, no, you're not going to get the kidney back, but I find out that the father went through black market means and didn't know where the kidney came from, that I would convict him of a crime because it's illegal. So that might hinder the precedent setting if all of a sudden Dad's doing life in prison for that crime.
Life in prison for that?
For stealing somebody's kidney? Yeah, it
He
seems like
didn't do it!
a bad thing to do. All right, half of a life.
Well,
That's ridiculous.
he didn't steal the kidney. He just found. He didn't steal the kidney. He found a
I
friend.
go to Walmart for buying a kidney.
If I give Kyle $5,000 to kill Shadow, I didn't kill Shadow.
No.
He facilitated it, but there's a difference between
Kyle
that.
has
If
already.
I had a kidney, I facilitated the taking of that kidney from him.
No. If Kyle has already killed Shadow, and is holding his kidney in his hand and says, "Who wants it?"
Oh.
Sorry, Shadow.
What are you gonna kill me for a kidney? I got 2. Leave me alone. Just take one.
Just don't
Why do I have to kill someone?
You backed off the wife and she took your kidney while you were sleeping.
Was that The Hangover? Was that the movie that he woke up, he was minus a kidney?
I have no
Never
idea.
seen
Didn't
that
see it.
one.
We've all been there.
Yeah, long night in Vegas.
Though I do have an interesting scar. No, it's if Kyle kills Shadow to get his kidney, we'll say Shadow was fighting back or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Or he wanted to steal both. So if Kyle kills Shadow to steal his kidney, and then he's got the kidney and he's selling it,
So Anthony, let's say.
then I'm not sure if you're facilitating so much as buying
Goods that are already.
buying stolen goods. It's more buying stolen goods than conspiracy to.
You're contributing to the murder. Let's say Shadow did die in this unfortunate situation. You're contributing to the murder of another person by buying said object, right? If the clothing in Gap is already made, but if it's made by children in a sweatshop, you're still contributing to the
making of clothing in a sweatshop, aren't you, by buying those clothes?
Which, for the record, if you are shopping at Gap, you most likely are, but it's a different story.
So,
I kind of think we're looking at it the wrong way, though, because it's a bad business model to leave this guy where he's going to eventually show up and say, hey, this guy stole my kidney. You kill him, you take both kidneys, and you sell both kidneys.
and the heart, and the lungs, and the eyes. I mean, that's
The liver, your pancreas,
Everything.
intestines. Come on, you got whole lots of stuff.
all sorts of goods in there. Yeah.
God damn, people.
I would honestly think that the sort of person who's going to steal a kidney from someone is probably more than likely to steal both.
Got to maximize your profits.
You gotta. That's a whole setup. The basement, you gotta keep them on life support so you can sell off different parts. Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle, but if you went after Shadow, my money would be on Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I would bet on him.
Might catch me when I'm distracted.
You guys meet up and you're holding your red balloon. It's not good. Not good. Okay, so Beardman, there are like 3 phases of kidneys that they go through. Did you find it?
Yep.
Are you looking at it too? Okay.
3 phases
I
of
went to college a long time ago. Leave me alone. Anyways, kidneys. There you go.
Kidneys.
There you go.
I'm waiting for Susan R. to say something
I
about
know,
this.
I am too.
Susan, don't.
How do you feel about kidney theft, Susan?
Yeah, yeah.
Susan, do you want to buy a kidney?
Yeah.
Because Kyle's selling one. Maybe 2 if you come at the right time.
And a liver. So I'm saying. Okay. What is this? Which one?
I have one.
This one.
You have one?
I do.
Let's have it.
This is from Dan MP.
Who?
Dan MD. It was from May 10th, but would you rather be twice as smart as the smartest person in the world, but you are always in poverty? Or be twice as rich as the richest person in the world, but you will always be a complete moron?
How does that work?
You're rich, you're stupid, you're poor, you're intelligent.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Clearly, I am not the smartest. What? What? I must be rich. I feel like if you're the smartest person in the world, you would figure out how to not be poor.
Okay, I know, but
Just
let's
pretend.
just say you're really bad at spending habits.
Really bad spending habits.
And there's been brilliant people who have been poor.
It's
Yeah.
true, but I don't want to be stupid. I don't want to be stupid.
But you'd have like $150 billion.
Yeah, but if I'm stupid, then what? I might be a bad spender. Maybe I buy a kidney. I don't even know.
If I don't know I'm stupid, I'm just a moron, which could be the case currently, by the way, then I'm taking the money. Because to be brilliant and poor and have all these awesome ideas and be able to do nothing with them would be lame. But
Well, it doesn't mean you can't use it. You just will still be.
off them.
Yeah, I mean, you could be like a Harvard professor, but have to sleep on a cardboard box out on the lawn.
Well, a more, I think, realistic example would be like Tesla, who didn't make money off of all the insanely smart things that he came up with. And definitely came up with insanely smart things. I don't know.
Susan R. said she's not stealing somebody's kidney.
Oh, come on, Susan. You don't even have to steal them. I just have them. They're just in the refrigerator downstairs. It's no big deal.
Wait, but the question wasn't whether you'd steal the kidney or not. The question was...
Well, she said she may have missed the actual question. She was having audio issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to maybe respond to her with the actual question.
Okay. I'm on it.
All right. I don't think
You better not be stupid.
I don't think I would do well being blissfully stupid. I think I'd have a really hard time with that because I always think stupid people are really sad. And
You're not stupid.
and may or may not be too stupid to know it. I don't think I could handle that very well. I don't know what I would do with my time. I don't know. I don't. I feel like people would constantly be talking down to you.
I like him.
That everyone would be constantly talking down to you. That the people that you'd spend any kind of time around would do it pretty much to try and get you to give them money, and
Yeah.
you'd probably do it because you're stupid. I feel like you'd just be used all the time. And yes, you'd be too stupid to realize it, maybe, but I don't think I could do that. I don't think I'd do well with that at all.
Till one day you wake up in a tub and you're missing a kidney and you're broke.
Yeah.
And you're stupid. You're wondering,
Yeah.
you didn't even know you had 2 kidneys. You're like, I didn't know.
Good thing I got 2 spares sitting around in the cooler.
Yeah. You don't want to be stupid. What about you, Shadow?
I think it would come down to whether or not I'm self-aware of my stupidity. Because if I don't know, then maybe I will enjoy the money. But I really have a disdain for stupidity. And if I had to look in the mirror every day and I just go, I know this is the most stupid person in the room, then that's really going to make me miserable all the time.
What I'm saying. Kyle.
I really don't know. I mean, I very highly value intelligence, but I also like stock. And 150, 160 billion dollars. I mean, I would be the Illuminati. I wouldn't need anyone else. I'll go with intelligence just because I think I'd be able to do a lot more if I were twice as smart as the smartest person, and I'd be able to make a difference despite my poor living conditions. Plus, I could go on welfare because it's that simple and it's that easy, and I could just rob people of all of their hard-earned money.
If you're that smart, you can turn to a life of crime.
Exactly.
Really?
It was meant to be like a jab at people that make such a thing out of welfare. But
The menopause. I can't help myself. Anyway. Are we doing this other question? The despair?
Yeah, you can do as many of these as you like. I thought they were fun questions.
Is that
Which
the
one is
user
it?
despair?
Yeah.
This is from user despair. Would you rather change your sexual preference or only wear tight t-shirts with funny sayings on them? Kyle! What do you
I can't do the shirt thing. I'm a business person. I'll just change it from straight to bisexual or pansexual, all the better.
Sure.
I don't think that you can do that. I think you're no.
What? I can do whatever I want.
I
Shut
don't
up, Julie.
Despair, if you're watching, you should chime in and tell us if that's what Kyle can do.
Oh, I don't know if Despair's even on the app anymore.
What?
Who?
Despair.
He was the one who had a profile picture that was Yoda saying, "Offended you are, a shit I don't give."
Oh.
Which was the reason I followed him.
And if you were a beta tester, you would notice that he constantly bitched about everything. Like the guy though.
Okay. Well, I'm stupid. Okay, what about you? Are you? Because I would love to see you in a real tight Hello Kitty shirt.
I'm just going to embrace the tight T-shirts and do it like Will Ferrell on the Cowbell, on He Wore Cowbell, where he just wore that sweater and just didn't care. It just become my thing, you know. And after a while, people would be like, "Oh, it's that guy."
It's that guy. Could you wear that to work though?
I could.
If I put the situation to them, I think that would be considered. I don't know. Would I fall under ADA for that? I don't know. But
Just make your own religion.
there you go. I need to show my belly hair. The Supreme Court just ruled that prisons couldn't make men shave in prison for the religious reasons. I show my belly hair for religious reasons. Huh.
And for torturing other people.
And for making sure that nobody ever eats lunch with me.
What?
Nobody would ever want to eat with me.
Oh, right. Okay. I missed that. Ugh. I'm having a bad day. Shadow, what's going on with you?
I probably I want to say I'd go with the shirt because I have zero shame. I don't care. I'll look horrible, but I'll do it anyway.
So
I feel like I'm already too committed being married. I'm really old and lazy. Like, the last thing I want to do is, all right, now I switch it and I like men. Seems exhausting.
It would be exhausting.
well, you could maybe like do what Kyle did and like do a bi thing.
I like to stay within the confines of the question.
See, Kyle?
What? It's a sexual preference. It didn't say just one or the other. You people are just so close-minded.
I get insensitive. My need.
So, what you're saying is you and Aru are gonna start a club.
Yep. I gotta get Shadow to grow a beard. Well, he kind of had one. And we'll both wear tight T-shirts. It'll be the thing.
And belly hair is you have to have it showing. Is that what's going
If
on?
you don't have belly hair, then you can't be in the club. Yeah.
I should have been drinking
Harder
before.
to cover.
What are you doing?
This is working well. This is working. I'll start wearing tight shirts with writing on them. I don't.
Yeah, and then you just have more people at the gym asking you out for drinks.
I know. What is that? Like, seriously? Who does that? Who goes to the gym
I
as like...
do wonder who hits on people at the gym.
That is
like,
not the first time you've been hit on at the gym.
I heard that was the. I mean, I've never been hit on at a gym, not surprisingly. But I've heard that it's like the place to meet people. I don't know. We should make a poll about it. Have you ever met or dated somebody that you met at the gym? You know, find out.
Have you ever been in a gym?
Start with that, I guess.
Someone or other did a poll some time ago about, I forgot what the second half of it was, but the first half, it was about which type of person belongs in a deeper circle of hell, and one of the two choices was that dude who wears a ton of cologne to the gym. I really don't remember the second choice, but I don't think the second
That one stuck with you.
The other choice was FATSHADOW.
We're going with the cologne.
Yeah.
An upper level of hell, Shadow, not a deep level.
I'm sure wherever I'm going, I belong.
I want to have fellowship there.
All right.
Are you wearing tight shirts?
Yeah. Yeah. I do now. Hey. No, just kidding.
Seeing everyone wins.
I guess so. I don't. I don't really wear tight shirts with odd sayings on them. Jeffrey doesn't like to be exposed like that.
You're currently wearing a shirt that says "Pipe Dirty."
But it's not tight. It's not tight. I'm thinking like when they say like funny sayings on them, like that shirt that Corey got his sister,
Yeah.
which was highly inappropriate but pretty funny. So
Number of them the other weekend. A lot of inappropriate features.
yes, so that's
Who's
those are the
Jeffrey?
things that I'm thinking. But yeah, okay. Should we do one more?
Do a couple.
Oh.
Do this one, and then do one more afterwards, because this one's kind of...
Sorry. Okay. You're trapped in a box that's not long enough to stretch. Oh, I hate this question already.
Right?
That's not long enough to stretch out in and not tall enough to roll over in. Would you rather it slowly fill up with water or spiders?
Or spiders?
Yes.
Are they poisonous spiders?
You get a mixture.
They're spiders, and you don't know.
Yeah. So either way, you're dying.
Why would you die if it's filling up with spiders?
Well, if it's filling up with water, you're dead. No?
Yeah, water, I understand, but the question is, will I live if it fills up with spiders?
It depends on how far it fills.
I would also guess that you're staying in there if someone's filling it with these things, and you would die from the fire.
All right. It's just a death sentence. If it's a death sentence, then I'm taking the water.
I mean, the guy with the spiders isn't rooting for you.
You don't know one way or the other.
Oh, come on.
It could be that it only fills up 4 inches with water, and that the spiders are perfectly fine. You don't know one way or the other. You wake up in this box with a kidney scar,
Sorry.
and you're stuck.
You hear Kyle maniacally laughing outside the box.
I have my days.
Yeah. I think I would go with the water regardless.
This inspired by the first episode of season 3 of Orphan Black.
Oh.
Seriously?
Don't ruin it. I'm only on season 1.
Okay.
Now I got to look forward to spiders.
No, I won't even tell you which characters or which option is actually going on. But oh man, you'll love it.
Yeah, the show's
I'm
great.
already freaked out in the fact that I woke up in a box that I was very confined in. No. Nope. Kyle?
I'm going with the water.
Shadow?
I am not the most slender gentleman, and I don't like to be confined. I'm not like claustrophobic, but if I can't roll over and I can't extend, I want to be dead as quick as possible. So I would literally have my mouth on the source of the water just to make sure I drown faster.
Breathing it in.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can prove if you drown in a teaspoon of water. You'd be like,
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm taking the water too.
Yeah, man. Gross.
I was gonna have the second have the question be, instead of which would you rather it slowly fill up with, I was gonna have it just be, would you rather be stuck on your stomach or on your back?
that's what I thought you were going initially.
So let's do that one too.
Back.
I'll go stomach.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, first off, easier to drown myself, just in case. And if it's not as bad as like if the water's coming in really slow, like I can't fall asleep on my back. I got to be on my stomach, so I might be able to get like a cat nap before we get to drowning level of water.
Well rested drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kyle?
My bad, I guess.
That's weird. I used to be a stomach sleeper, and then I don't know why I stopped being a stomach sleeper.
You got pregnant a bunch of times, and then
Probably that might contribute, but I think I stopped doing that before then. Does it like mess with your shoulders? I don't know.
it messes with your 3 kidneys.
See, now I can give one away and not even worry about it. I'm a giver. Are you on your back?
I'm on my back only because the box isn't long enough to stretch out in.
Oh, that's true. You'd be all like knees in your belly there, Shadow.
Oh, I could fall asleep. Believe me.
Oh.
I would
So-
fall asleep too, but that didn't sound very comfortable.
So yeah, I'm on my back because I can't quite stretch out. So if I've got to have my knees bent, I'd rather have them But yeah,
What a horrible question.
see, that's why I said do another one afterwards.
Like this one, would you rather smell like poop but not know it, or always smell poop and no one else can smell it?
Uh,
That's actually an easy answer for me.
I feel like that's my daily life kind of right now. I always think I smell poop and nobody smells it.
you have a lot of problems.
I know, you didn't see it, but when I got up to go check on the kids, I swear my right hip fell off. Bad. I found it, though. That's bad. So who wants to smell like poop? Nobody wants to smell like poop.
It's tough. This is like my Sophie's Choice.
See? See? Who wants to smell poop, though? Are you smelling poop? Not now.
Usually.
See?
Yeah, it wouldn't be that different. It wouldn't be that different. It's the same thing as like, I swear at 3 in the morning I hear someone or other shouting, and there's no one shouting. I know there's no one shouting, and I'll wake up and kind of look around, or still be up, and
You could be our crazy neighbors.
I was reading something about that the other day. There's actually a condition. I'll have to look that up for you, about people who wake up hearing people yelling, but there's nobody.
You also tried to tell me I had a condition with about bad circulation. I don't know about you. I think you're turning us into
I
hypochondriacs.
pointed you in the direction of Raynaud's syndrome based on the symptoms you gave me. I didn't say you had it. I said, hey, check it out.
Are you like a human WebMD? So pretty much like you have a cough and then you have cancer?
Yep. I have Ebola, and therefore I have Ebola.
Yes. Right. No, I posted a picture where I'm cold a lot now, which is a new sensation for me since we've been married, because I've been pregnant or nursing or whatever for the majority of our marriage, and so now I don't have that, and I'm cold all the time. But I get so cold, like my fingers turn blue, like my fingernails, and I don't know. I don't feel like I have circulation problems, but that's where Ari was like, you might want to get this checked out because it could be a thing. But that's why. So, but you'll have to let us know about the yelling. It could be me. I do tend to yell in my sleep.
I'm sending you the link right now.
Okay.
All of this is leading to me having a nightmare in about 3 hours. I'm going to wake up here screaming, and then my fingernails are going to be blue.
Yep.
And you're going to be missing a kidney.
Yeah.
And your wife,
Well, in a box you
your
can.
wife's going to be on eBay. Yeah.
as long as you don't wake up in a box, right?
Right?
Well, he's accidentally going to told his wife, no, we're doing this my way. And then he's going to, it's not going to be good. Not good at all. Okay. So did everybody answer the poop question? Poop question.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just picked it. I'd rather smell poop, but not stink. I feel like I'll get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
No?
That's easy. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
it is.
Here it goes. Would you rather legally change your last name to Hitler permanently, no changeies backsies, or give up chocolate forever?
Oh, that's easy.
All right, Hitler. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You change your name to Hitler?
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Did nobody talk about chocolate?
I didn't know you were such a chocolate connoisseur there, Kyle.
I am. And if you touch my chocolate, I dislike you very, very much.
Gets really awkward when he introduces himself to people because he refuses to give his last name.
What's your last
Yeah,
name?
I would definitely be changing my username to being my first name.
Kyle H. I would give up chocolate. Yeah, man. I don't love chocolate anyway. So
You're wrong.
I am not wrong. It's okay every now and again, but I mean, I'm not huge on sweets anyway, and if I want to eat something that's sweet, my first initial reaction isn't ooh, let's get some chocolate or something. I would more probably eat like Sour Patch Kids till my tongue fell off before I went for like a bar of chocolate. I'm just saying. Shadow.
Yeah, I'll go with giving up chocolate too. I'm not big on sweets. Don't let all of this fool you. This is not comprised of sugar as much as sandwiches. And I got enough things against me that people hate, so naming myself Hitler is not going to help.
See? Ooh, what type of sandwich, though?
Preferably one that's terrible for your health.
Is there a favorite, though? Because I really like food.
Italian hoagies.
Yes. I'm really hungry because I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I'm like, what are you eating? What you got? What's your favorite food?
What day is it? Maybe
2.
Yeah, they're closed.
Those
are.
They close at now.
Well, on Friday they stay open all night. From Friday till Monday.
Okay. Beard?
I'm giving up chocolate easily. Yeah, that's not a problem for me. I don't really. I enjoy it, but it's not a major part of my diet at all. So I would rather stick with my current last name than get one like that. So
I think it'd be fun.
I
could just I could chase Matt around the app and just be like, "Hey, I'm Hitler."
Now,
between him and Grandma Alice, I would just have a grand old time.
Yeah, she'd be a little irate. John Oliver's latest episode talks about Thailand's bizarre infatuation with all things Hitler.
Yeah.
And so you could go there and become very popular. Yeah.
Huh.
I
Interesting.
could go to Germany, start a fourth grade.
What are you doing?
I like chocolate.
You like chocolate that much?
Yes.
I would keep my maiden name then.
Well, yeah.
Sailor sandwich. What is this thing?
No, I don't know. I like chocolate a lot. I think I could give it up. But I think I could play off the last name pretty easily.
But Professor Hitler, great.
You pronounce it. It's Heitler.
Yeah.
That's just your legal name now. I mean, you don't actually have to go by your legal name, except on, like, court documents or actual legal documents.
Or when you get pulled over by a Jewish cop.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good... No.
Yeah, now that you've said that, I think I would be very careful to drive a couple miles under the speed limit.
You'd be very careful doing a lot of things. Yes.
No, for just a legal name. Well, I'm thinking like nobody uses my last name now. Like when I think most people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis don't even know what my last name is. I think I could get away with that pretty easily.
I don't think so. I think as soon as you got your real job, just like Captain Kirk, everybody knows Captain Kirk, and you become Professor Hitler.
That's true.
It'd be Dr. Hitler, thank you.
Yeah, whatevs.
Dr. Hitler.
Did you see that test Hitler gave us? Yeah, see, he'd be that guy.
Exactly, that's what I'm
totally
saying.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I totally would too, because so I'm on Rate My Professor, and everything looks pretty decent, except apparently my worst score is the whole easiness thing. I've been told plenty of times that I give really difficult tests
I have to look that up.
and classes.
Well, I was going to say, in your defense, you're not teaching the general whatever, you're teaching upper levels, so the students that you get should be prepared and should know how to study for said hard subjects, you know what I mean? You're not getting straight out of high school. They've never been to college. These are upper level classes that are specific to their major. So if you don't know how to take a frickin' test by now, you might as well just give up.
What I love about this conversation is Mama is coming out hardcore for fire, but I remember Mama in high school freaking sobbing at the table because the tests were freaking killing her, and in college, and you were the student. Why do they gotta make these so hard? It doesn't make any sense. And you were in.
I never gave any of my professors bad ratings for tough tests, though. Never did. And yes, I was a hot frickin' mess in high school. But in college, I toned it down. Because I had to.
It was do or die.
It was do or die. And, well, I'm still alive, so. But I'm just saying, yeah.
I've also been, in my defense, told that I've very much prepared them for these really hard tests, but that by comparing to other classes that they were pretty rough.
Compared to their basket weaving classes, yours was very tough.
Well, you come in and you see this face, you think, oh, it's going to be easy. You know, he's like 2 years older than I am. Wrong.
I do get that a lot.
You better be ready to work.
To be honest, I had to look up how to spell your name.
Yeah, no. I'll send you a link or something.
I got it.
Oh, stop it. But, yeah, I'm just saying. I think I do hear one of the kids.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Okay. Well, you can close it out without me.
Yeah. You want to do one more?
Sure.
Okay, one more from Just Bob. You pay your kids a daily allowance. Let's go to weekly. I don't think anyone pays their kid a daily allowance. For doing assigned chores. You find out that one of your kids made a deal with the other to hand over 75% of the pay in exchange for the other doing both chores. You allow this to continue.
What I would do. This is something that very likely would happen in my home. So
it definitely would. I thought of you as soon as I saw this.
I would allow it, but I would let the child whose duties were being taken over know that they're still going to be accountable for whatever wasn't done. So if child A decides to take over child B's chores for 75%, I'm still going to hold child B accountable for the work that we done.
Okay. Okay, I could see that. How about you, Kyle?
Yeah, I do the same thing. I applaud entrepreneurial attitudes.
Then check in the tunnel or in the cave. She's up there. These are all parts of the kids' room. They have a tunnel and a cave, and
is that what we're calling that now? The basement. Is that the basement?
No, they have a bunk bed, and the bottom bunk, they've got like this, whatever IKEA canopy thing that's supposed to go over the top bunk, but they've taken it off the top bunk and stuck it in the bottom bunk. So the bottom bunk is just one big tunnel, and then it's pushed up against a closet door, or up against a closet. And they've taken the closet and filled it with beanbags and stuff like that. So they call that their cave.
Nice.
So they've got a tunnel that one of them sleeps in, that the boy sleeps in, that leads to a cave that he sleeps in if he gets cold. It's fun. They also have a slide that attaches to their bed.
Nice.
We're on for one more minute. Okay. How about you, Shadow? What are you doing?
I'm going to allow it. I feel like, look, this is a capitalistic society. If some kid wants to pay for a service to be done, I'm not going to stand in his way.
Okay.
How one of the things I look at it, and I agree with Shadow, is if I'm a landlord, I'm Firefly's landlord, and in my lease I tell Firefly that he has to keep the lawn mowed and the yard kept up, and he opts to hire a man to do that, or a woman for that matter, and that guy doesn't show up, I'm still holding Fire accountable for the yard. So if child B is responsible to do the dishes every day, but he is paying child A to do the dishes aren't getting done, they'll hold child B accountable. I think.
I like that. I think I like that. That makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Thinking about it, I might actually not allow it.
No?
Just because.
The rest of us did.
No, I'm not really 100% one or the other, one way or the other, because I think that if I were actually assigning them a chore, which is probably doubtful to begin with, I would probably just ask each child something whenever something needed to get done. But
You'll
I feel like they should do it not because of some, I don't know, not do it out of just a sense of, well, I have to, but more because, oh, they asked me, so I'm going to do it because they do this for me, and it's just, they asked me to help. So, to help.
I could do that, yeah. There's certainly a place for that. I thought you were going to go in the direction of when you assign chores to a child, oftentimes you're trying to build something in them, and if they're just paying their brother to do it, then they're not learning that skill or whatever you want them to learn. But I can see what you're saying.
I think that's probably because most are not just task.
Good point. Good point. Laundry is a valuable skill for many young dudes to learn. But yes.
Did you want to answer? That's the last one. We're getting feedback. We're can you call it? So thanks for being on. Stop. Let's see you next time.
I also